Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Chicago Bulls at United Center. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Bucks. On Wednesday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Friday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Sacramento Kings. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. We've got Shaquille O'Neal, Baker out there with Bell, and it's Kelly Zeikis in at the two-guard spot. And for Chicago, they've got Jaylen Brown. Williams is out there with Hartenstein. Then there's Terry Rozier, and it's Flynn in at the point. And Craig, when we tip off a new season, it's not uncommon to see some nerves or even sloppy play.
No doubt. I mean, as a player, you put so much time and effort into preparing for the season. Sometimes emotions can get the best of you, and it can take a little time to settle into a game.
Ilyasova passes to O'Neal. From deep three-point land, the long-distance three is buried.
Okay, I see you. Shaq showing off his shot there.
Rozier the pass to Brown. Takes it from 10. Rebounded by Bell. Here's Baker, covered by Flynn. Baker with the bucket.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now, here's Rozier. D right on him. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Beyond the arc, and again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Flynn misses.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Wasted no time on that one. Baker's got 9 points.
Red hot so far, 4 for 4. Cooking with gas, couldn't draw it up any better.
Bulls have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Yeah, trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
For the one and only Chicago Bulls.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. On defense, the Bucks. Brown finds Williams.
Tough start, missing their first 5 shots.
That one's off, still out of sync. Here's Baker. And another three for Milwaukee.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
With the step back, here's Flynn. And again, no good by Chicago.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
The Bucks have gone a perfect 6 for 6 in the game up to this point.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Bulls trail by 19. Fires away from way outside. Gets hauled in by Ilyasova.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Count it, good.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And it's the Bulls with the ball after the basket by Milwaukee.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Timeout called, the Bulls.
Make some noise for your incredible.
These are the players who had the most success from deep last season.
Fans, make some noise for your incredible.
Here's Flynn. Nothing on the board.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
There's the triple. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Down low, Hartenstein. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Woo, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
Here's Baker. 23 points in the game. Sinks the triple.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And, guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Bell's shot is good.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Bell against Brown to the inside. O'Neal with the steal. And Ilyasova kicks to Baker. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
For 3.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
So Rozier will bring it up for the Bulls. Here's Flynn. And the Bulls with another miss.
Putting up a goose egg, bageled this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
Hard to believe you could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Talk about putting up points in a hurry. He can't miss right now.
Now here's Flynn. Scoreless thus far.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Here's Brown. Milwaukee with the rebound. Shaq's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
They set the pick. Fires from deep. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Baker. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
The kick out to Brown. And the Bulls with another miss.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
It's good from long range.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Here's Baker, and he's got 41, and the shot goes in.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Outside Flynn to halt the run. A rebound by Kalaitzakis.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Kelly Oubre comes in for Kenrich Williams, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Jaylen Brown. Here's Baker, 43 points in the game.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Now, here's Rozier. Still yet to score. Driving to the basket.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
And this will be an important possession. It's really essential they put a stop to this run, and the best way to do it is by great execution.
Now Shaq, after Terry Rozier's three-pointer that didn't go. And the shot goes down. O'Neal's got 9 points.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
And it's Rozier missing. From the arc. And, yep, another basket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And here's McConnell. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Hey, Greg, we love watching T.J. McConnell on the court. It's like watching a guard from a couple decades ago.
And Kevin, this guy's just an old school point guard. His focus is on defense and passing, and great at both of those as an undersized guard in today's NBA.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Kalaitzakis. Hasn't made one yet. Yep, that one goes.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Here's Flynn. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Baker with the bucket.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Poked loose. 1:05 left in the first quarter. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
3 points.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for Milwaukee.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
44 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Hartenstein. And here is Flynn. Rozier finds McConnell. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist.
When Rozier is seeing the floor that well, makes everything easier for him and his team.
From past the arc, and again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Launches a three. The rebound by Baker. It could go, and so it's the Milwaukee Bucks holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up, and it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be back with you shortly. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Guys, we've seen the Bucks really take control here early.
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, we've got Baker. Bell is out there with Shaquille O'Neal. And it's Fontecchio in at the 2 spot.
How about the big fella Shaq getting it done on the drive? Terrific at getting all the way inside there.
Now here's Brown. Still scoreless. McConnell kicks to Brown. And what a play! Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Over to the wing. Here's Baker. Good! Another from 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Here's the 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. And going against Chicago, their first game of the NBA's regular season.
Yeah, and they came out with a W every time they played this squad last year. A stark contrast drawn between the conference's haves and have-nots.
Guys, they deserve a lot of credit for not losing focus and letting one slip away. They came to play every time, and I expect that'll be the case tonight.
Ilyasova passes to Baker. From downtown, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
For 3.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode.
Whoa!
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
They set the pick, and it's Brown missing.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Baker with the bucket.
And the three-point shot has just been money so far tonight.
McConnell in the corner. Can they get it? It's hauled in by Ilyasova. Ilyasova's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Baker. He got it again. Sensational.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. No one near Mayo as he lets it go. And again, Chicago, no good. Here's Baker, guarded by Mayo. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
3.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Fast break, Milwaukee. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And, you know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
Brown wide open. He fires. That 3 off the mark.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Ilyasova inside the line, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Brown kicks to McConnell. Pass to Koloko, and he makes good on the layup.
And some much-needed offense right there. He ends that fantastic run by Milwaukee.
Here's Baker. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Buries it from three-point range.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
He takes it in. Oubre outside. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Shaq. Oh, the jam by O'Neal.
One of the most ferocious dunkers we've ever seen. Shaq capable of bringing down the entire basket.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. A three ball. Baker with the bucket.
Yeah, you know what? Feed the beast. You got to look for him every trip down because he's been out of his mind this quarter.
Here's McConnell. And again, Chicago. No good. Three-pointer. Good. That's another bucket. That's 91. An incredible feat.
This is just flat out insane.
They're not having much success at all right now.
Kevin, I would shuffle the lineup if I were their coach a little bit just to try to find something that works.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Garza's checked in. Kenrich Williams comes in for Oubre. Rozier, he's checked in for O.J. Mayo. And Flynn subbed in for T.J. McConnell.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket. No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
The Bucks shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Oubre's checked in for the Bulls. T.J. McConnell comes in for Jaylen Brown. The way the league is now, Greg, on any given night, we sometimes see a team fall flat. Is it just luck of the draw?
Sometimes players are tired, and sometimes they relax. You know, this is why leadership is so vital, setting that standard for others to follow.
The shot by McConnell, no good. Baker passes to Waters. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Yeah, that's two straight three-pointers they've allowed.
And there's the pass to Rozier. And again, Chicago, no good. Ilyasova passes to Parks. This one for three, and another three for Milwaukee.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Looking to end the run, and it's blocked. Here's Flynn. No good on the three.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Fires the three. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
It's hauled in by Ilyasova. And it's Milwaukee's ball.
Hey now! Hey now! Yeah!
And forget about finesse. This big fella's all about the power.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, defense wins championships, but offense is winning over the league, with efficiency reaching new heights year by year. Now, different explanations exist, but one thing is clear. In an era of floor spacing, there are elite players, a lot of them, who are having a field day exploiting all that room to operate. Kevin?
Boy, they sure are, David. Well put. Thank you.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus. Just make the simple play.
And another miss by Chicago.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Now, here's McConnell. Defense right on him. Oubre can't get it to go.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Got a piece of it. With the drive.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
.125 left in the first half. To the middle. Here's Williams. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Parks. And another three for Milwaukee.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
From deep, and another three for Milwaukee.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And here are the Bulls now. Here's Flynn. In the corner, it's Oubre. And again, Chicago. No good. And Ilyasova kicks to Bacon. Puts up a three. And another one. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Passes it to Oubre. All sorts of time. The rebound by the Bucks. Ilyasova's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Back to the action in just a minute.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
Looking at the Bulls, at this point you got to take every team you're up against as a test. Asking yourself, what can we do better than last year? Happens for us too. Kenny, you cook up any new approaches in the offseason?
Well, I'm going to reveal those, over time, not just all in one sitting. But you're right. There is an opportunity to stretch and experiment. See what's working and what isn't.
And as for our matchup, what a tremendous first half it was for the Bucks.
Offensively, they're facing no resistance on the interior. So they're just continuing.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Jaylen Brown out there with Williams. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Hartenstein in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. And so here is Chicago. Pass to Brown. Here's Hartenstein. Looking for Flynn, gets it over to him. Brown finds Rozier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Brown missing. Here's Baker, covered by Flynn. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Yep, he's their leading scorer in this game and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
The 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Outside, Antetokounmpo. There's the three, and another three for Milwaukee.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
They're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time defense.
Here's Brown.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3. Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it, taken away. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, your full youth dance team.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo comes in for Grayson Allen. Chicago on defense. Antetokounmpo passes to Baker. And again for three. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Pass to Rozier. Back to Flynn. It's tipped.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They missed their first four. They've got to get on track.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
The pass to Hartenstein. Brown outside. Hands it from downtown.
And this offense needed that one after 4 misses to start the half.
And it's the Bucks ball. They're on a 15-3 run. Connects from three-point range.
They could not have asked for a better start to the second half. Perfect from the floor so far.
Now Brown knocks it loose. Launches it. Milwaukee with the rebound. Baker's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Lets the three fly. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
He's absolutely killing it from outside.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Chicago ball.
Let's take a moment to look at the 2K leaderboard and see last year's high-scoring teams. The